Welcome, folks, and good afternoon. I am Broden McCune. I am here in Goffstown as we're going to see the visiting Alvirne girls soccer team take on the home Goffstown Grizzlies girls soccer team. We're seeing the captains and the coaches meet at midfield here for the coin toss, so we'll let that proceed. The usual run over, make sure rules are okay, make sure gear is okay. Inspect the coin, make sure there's nothing odd about it. Heads and tails, the usual proceedings. So we're going to see a reflip. Alvirne didn't call it there. She calls tails. Coin was heads. And Goffstown's going to get the ball to start the first half. And we're about a minute from action here in Goffstown. So, once again, I'm Broden McCune. I am the lone wolf here tonight, lone grizzly, whatever you may say. If you are looking for volunteering opportunities with Goffstown TV, please contact us. Please contact Adam McCune, our director here at Goffstown TV. We are always looking for new volunteers. And we are always open to anyone, yes, anyone coming in and helping us out. So if you want to run a camera, if you want to talk over the game, if you want to control the iPad, which controls the virtual scoreboard on the feed right now, just shoot Adam McCune an email, or you can even DM us on Instagram or Facebook. So the clock shows 40 minutes right now, and we're going to see both teams come out in just a moment, as Goffstown will get the first ball here. We saw senior night proceedings here tonight. Not sure why the first home game of the season is senior night, but we'll figure it out. Both teams are coming to the middle of the field here, as we're going to see who's going to take the first touch for Goffstown. Everyone's sorting out as Alvirne stays in a huddle. Goffstown's sorting out who's going to take their, I believe it's a 4-3-3 is what they're running. Possibly a 4-4-2. Sun's coming out from behind some clouds here as we're going to see it brighten up just a little bit. So I think, looks like Goffstown's not stepping up. Alvirne actually may get the first touch. Not sure here. So Alvirne is indeed going to get the first touch. I was mistaken. I'm going to guess Goffstown actually requested it at the half instead of at the start. See Alvirne start with the ball here, and we're going to see them come to the close sideline. And Megan Sharon on defense here, and she makes a good run at the ball, but doesn't come up with it. Alvirne stays in the same area in which they started. That pass just a little behind her teammate there. Sharon steps up to the ball, can't get to it there either. Good lead pass from Alvirne, and that's going to set him up into the middle of the field. Back out to no one on the team. That one's going to be sent back into the defense for Alvirne. Great passing here so far from Alvirne, as that one goes right into a Goffstown defender. That one's fought for just a little bit, and not sure who ended up with that. That's number 2. That'd be Maddie Prue, who sends a lead pass down to one edge of the box and fought for a little bit. That was going to be out off Alvirne and a Goffstown throw-in. Goffstown's going to take this throw-in here from the far sideline. That one's put into the box, but recovered by Alvirne instead. So, boys soccer playing Alvirne yesterday, and football playing Alvirne tomorrow, which would be Friday. Cher steps up to that one. And it's back into Alvirne's possession here. Maya Thomas with the good defense on the Alvirne player there. And she's going to step up the line for that. And Adriana Cartier cuts it back into the middle of the field. Little bit of a rough play there. That one's going to get called. I'm not sure who they called that one on. Ref's not really signaling here. I believe they're going to call that one on Cartier. A little bit of hand fight going on there between the two players. This is going to be a free kick here. Going to go off the shin of Boucher. And back out for a throw-in in our blind spot. If you were here for the game against Alvirne boys soccer, this is our wonderful blind spot of the field where the post just cuts it out for us so we can't really see anything. That one's sent right into the middle of the box. And that one's sent out by Cartier again. Cartier steps up to that one, but an Alvirne player recovers, and she gets it once again, but sent back into the box by Alvirne and taken back into Goffstown possession. Sharon's going to fight with that one, and Cartier is going to send a ball deep to no Goffstown player there. Ball is sent down to the sideline, and that's going to stay on the sideline. Maya Thomas with a good defensive play as she pops that one up, and that one's going to be a good lead pass. This could be a good opportunity for Alvirne, but Maya Thomas uses her great speed. She catches up with the Alvirne player there, so it's still in bounds. I thought that one went out of bounds again, right in our blind spot. Wonderful here. Maya Thomas is going to fall from that. That looks like somebody could have caught her heel there. So Ava's going to take the kick here. Good kick downfield. It's going to be settled by Alvirne, however, and sent back up and back to Cartier. Cartier tries to make a move and runs into an Alvirne player. They're not going to call that one. It's getting a little rough here already. We saw the end of that boys game get a little bit sloppy. There are a couple free kicks here called. And they're going to call that off of Goffstown, and we're going to see a goal kick here from Alvirne. So we'll see who she picks as her target. It's going to be number 3. Going to go off the head of Alvirne and into the chest of Mia Carlson. Tried to send that one out, and that actually worked in Goffstown's favor as Maya Thomas ends up with it. Back to Mia Carlson, back out to Cartier. Carlson's going to send that one out. Throw in here from Alvirne. That one's going to go out off of Alvirne. Good take there by Emma Boucher. Hitting that one off of the heel of an Alvirne player. Short throw in here to Cartier. They're going to call that off of Alvirne. It's going to be a throw in for Goffstown. Right underneath us. And that was going to be called an illegal throw. The motion was not done correctly by Thomas there. This one's going to be back into Alvirne's player. And Mia Carlson's going to get it switching the field. Chevette's going to try and step up into that one, and she doesn't get it. Going to give this back to Ava, who's going to send it upfield, and Alvirne's going to settle this one, it looks like. And it ends up out of bounds for a Goffstown throw-in. High throw-in off of Chevette's foot. And Thomas with a boot. He's going to go deep, and Sharon's going to get a good attempt to run at this one. It's going to go off of her foot. So an Alvirne throw-in here on the far side of the field. The sun has come out once again, sticking behind some clouds, and it's a little hard to see here at the field. Erin Camerata is going to get this one, and she's making a run up the field from her defender spot. Sends a nice ball to the corner for Chevette to cross in, and that one's going to go out. That's going to be a corner for Goffstown. Good play there by Chevette. That one looked like it was almost out of bounds and was almost awarded to Alvirne, but Chevette keeps it in, and it looks like she's going to be ending up taking the corner here. So Goffstown's first real opportunity here for a shot on goal, as Goffstown's going to take this corner. Lizzie Chevette sends this one in. High ball right to the goalie, and Cartier gets a chance, but that one just left of the goal. Looked like it ricocheted off the goalie's hands, and Cartier had a chance at it, but she's not going to prevail for that one. So, going to get the goal kick here from Alvirne's goalie, number 00. Sends that one in the middle of the field. A good header back from Alvirne, and it's going to end up in Alvirne's possession once again. And Sharon making some good plays on the offensive as a defender. Maya Thomas just uses her blazing speed to catch up with that ball. She made a great run at it there to try and slow him down. As this one's going to be a throw-in for Alvirne. Once again, right in the lovely blind spot. Keep talking about it. Oh, are they going to switch? No, they're not going to switch possession. That's Alvirne's ball still. Header up from Alvirne, and Carlson tries to corral this one. Back to the head of an Alvirne player. Back to Maya Thomas, and Alvirne's going to end up with the ball here. And Thomas with a great play again. Shot on goal, and Ava's going to save that one. It's a good kick from the spot where it came from. So good kick from Ava, and Megan Sharon sends that one up the field, and defense is going to send this right back to just shy of midfield here. Goffstown's going to get the throw in. Looks like Thomas is going to take this one. Sends it in. Maddie Pruitt takes a run, but Alvirne ends up with the ball here. Maya Thomas gets tripped up. And I believe she's going to take this free kick here. Looks like Camerata is going to take it instead. Just past midfield here for Goffstown. And Camerata sends a low ball in for Cartier. She makes a good run at the goal, and that's going to cross, but still stay close post for Cartier. Good save by Alvirne's goalie there. Nothing too hard, just chip-chap save there, just right into the hands. Two Goffstown defenders going to fight over that one. Remember, you're on the same team here, girls. That one's going to be a jump. Who are they going to call that? That's going to be Alvirne's possession. Alvirne's going to get a throw in here. Throw in here for Alvirne. And crosses the field. And Emma Boucher is going to make a good play on defense. That ball's going to get sent back up for Sharon, who was almost there that time. Cartier playing that tough defense there. And she's going to try and get a quick turnaround here for the throw-in. And Thomas is going to take it instead. Thomas looks like she has Mia Carlson there at the middle of the field. And that one's going to be sent off the knee and recovered by Cartier, but sent right into the Alvirne defender. It's going to be a lead pass for Megan, who was cutting into the center of the field. It's going to be sent into the trees. And that one's stuck. That one is stuck in the tree. There. We're not getting that one back anytime soon. Kristen Nanoff is trying to get it from out of the tree. I don't think she's got a stick, so she's gonna try and poke it out. As Maya Thomas sends the ball in off the throw in, and that's gonna be mishandled. Good stop of momentum here for Maya Thomas. And Alvirne's going to get the throw in here. Number 14, the captain, sending that one in for Alvirne. And Maddie Prue gets a nice touch off the ball, and that's going to end up with Boucher sending it to that outside far. And Sharon, being in the right position, doesn't get to that one just quite. Sends it back to Thomas. Thomas is going to recover and send it deep to Chevette. See how this one turns out here, folks. Chevette's got the speed, and looks like Alvirne's going to try and turn this one, and they do. But that one is going to end up out of bounds. Way to guide it out of bounds there. And Alvirne could get called with delay of game there. I believe they just kicked that one for no apparent reason after it was out of bounds. Nothing too serious to this early in the game. That ball was retrieved out of the tree, so we do have that extra ball back, so good news, good news. This one's going to be sent. Cartier is going to make her way back from the midfield to get that one. And she's going to swap with Thomas, and that one stays in off the foot of the Alvirne player there. Good play by Boucher to get that one out, and she's going to pass it up. And good lead pass. Great passes here from Goffstown all around. And that one's going to end up off the foot of an Alvirne defender. Maya Thomas ends up getting it back, though, after it's sent back into the middle of the field. And just playing back and forth here with the Alvirne defenders and Goffstown. Maddie Prue tries to make a play there, but she cannot. And that one's sent out of bounds. So that's going to be a Goffstown throw-in on the far side of the field. Short throw-in, but still good for Maddie Prue. This one's going to be sent back up and off an Alvirne player's back. It looks like they're going to make a run, but Erin Camerata is going to stop the momentum. She sends one up for Adriana Cartier, who's making a run at the ball. Looked across inside here. Yep. Back over. Maddie Prue gets a good foot on that one, and it's going to take a skip right into the Alvirne goalie's hands. So see where the punt goes here, and that one's going to go to right about midfield, right in the center. And that one, Mia Carlson's going to get that one, and it's back into the foot of an Alvirne defender. Alvirne taking this one here. Alvirne trying to free up space here, trying to get him to move, and Boucher's going to step in front of that pass, and Sharon ends up with it, but no one in the area of that pass. Looks like Mia Carlson could have had it, and Ava Vaughn's going to send that one out of the box, but it's sent back. She better get back on goal, and she does. That's a nice breadbasket catch there by Ava Vaughn. Somebody put her in a wide receiver on the football team. She made a great breadbasket catch over the shoulder there, running backwards. So back to midfield here for Goffstown. Maddie Prue is going to be tied up with a Alvirne defender, and it looks like there's a series run, but once again, Maya Thomas turns on the burners. And that's a shot on goal. Easy save for Ava Vaughn. Ava's going to get the punt here, see what she wants to do with it. And high punt. Right back to midfield again. Good touch off the ball, and that's going to end up back. But Cartier makes a good play defensively there. She tries to make a play back into the middle of the field. And that looked like it could have been called for use of the hands there, and that one's going to go out off the Alvirne defender. This is our first subs in for Goffstown, as looks like Cartier's coming out, along with Sharon. They're going to call that one Alvirne, and they're going to get the throw in here, but Thomas is going to recover it, and she's going to miss the kick, but still ends up with the ball, and she's going to take a shot. See if Chevette can get there in time like she did last time. She does not this time. So unfortunate there for Goffstown. But I think if Thomas could have reeled that one in just a little bit, Chevette could have had a great opportunity there for Goffstown. So we're still tied at 0-0 here, locked up with no one scoring just yet. Chevette's going to get that ball, and she's going to try and make a move off the head, off her foot. She's going to try and make a move on the outside, and she's locked up with the defender and sent out of the box by Alvirne there. Alvirne's going to get it right before midfield, and let's see how this one's plays out. sent up, but I think Maya Thomas is going to win this foot race here as Vaughn's going to get this one out, and she needs to rush back and make sure that doesn't end up in the possession of Alvirne. And she gets saved by the bell there, as that one's going to go into possession of Goffstown. Thomas is going to send that one up. That was a risky move there by Vaughn, who is just a sophomore still, I believe. Still an underclassman in goal here for Goffstown, but it was a little risky of a move to step that far up. And free run at the goal here, and that one's going to be out off of Alvirne. Again, good way to that one. That's a good example there of Vaughn stepping up and making the right play there. She was one-on-one with the Alvirne player. She makes a good step of the ball. Vaughn's going to take the kick here. Good kick just before midfield. And, good play here. Shot on goal. Easy save. Straight to the chest of the goalie for Alvirne. He's going to get a good kick on this, as it's going to be brought in off the head of an Alvirne player. That's a handball for Goffstown there. Looks like she was trying to, Mia Carlson was trying to attempt the header there, and it ended up off of her wrist. And that goes off the back of Maddie Prue, and then a little bike kick there from Goffstown. Holly Chamberlain steps to that one, but she can't get the ball. She's going to make another run and just catch up with the Alvirne defender before she can do too much. And Chamberlain's going to turn this one and send it out. Alvirne throw in here. And that one's going to go down the line to the Alvirne captain. And Thomas is going to cut that one off. She should send that right down the line for Chamberlain, who keeps it in bounds. Good play by Chamberlain and Thomas, as that one's going to be sent in. Looks like that one was close to being called a handball as well, but good play to Carlson, and she sends that one out. Looks like a little bit of miscommunication there from Chamberlain and Carlson, but this one's just going to be a throw-in for Alvirne. And Thomas is going to end up with it here. Risky play, cuts it back in to Chamberlain, who's not going to get there. Thomas steps up once again on defense, and that one's going to go out. Alvirne throw-in once again here. Good lead throw in there, as Camerata's going to get cut back inside, and that one goes off of her head. A little bit of a mismatch here in personnel-wise, and good run at the ball there. I believe that's Pinard on the far side, but saved by Vaughn. Vaughn surveys the field just a little bit longer. Takes a good kick on the ball. He's going to go through Goffstown's legs. And aggressive play on the ball here. Good play once again. Maya Thomas has been playing very well. Maddie Proof stays with that ball even towards the ground there. And surprised that one wasn't called there. It looked like Boucher could have been called for going for the legs. And Holly could get a good send in here, as she didn't make it just in time. Goes off of her foot though, and that one's sent wide for Alvirne. Alvirne sends it up. And good play, great play by Maya Thomas. She has been playing incredible soccer today. This one's going to be short, and Prue's going to step up to it, and she has a chance here. She's going to get, they're not going to call that one a trip. I'm a little baffled. Chamberlain's still making a play towards the goal here, and that one's going to be are they calling that a corner for Goffstown here? They're calling that one a corner. Chevette's going to take it in the close corner here. Good kick into the center of the... And that one's going to go into the back corner. as Aaron Camerata, the senior, is going to get credit for that one. Great play there by Goffstown. Going to come to center field. Good play there by Goffstown, as they're going to go up 1-0 at home. Really great way to capitalize off of that opportunity there for Goffstown, and Camerata made a good run coming up. So we're going to see play start back up again once we get the subs out for Alvirne. Lead pass there, stopped by Maya, and Boucher's going to try and get that one out, and that's going to go through the legs of Camerata. Wow. Goal answered quickly by a far, that was good placement there. That was right back from Alvirne, Maddie Bertrand on that goal. That was good placement by Alvirne, and Vaughn's hanging her head a little bit, and see play start right back up here. Good kick. That one's going to go deep to no one. Maya Thomas with a good defensive play, and she's going to get called for that one. See Camerata take the kick here. She just got that goal for Goffstown, so high ball here. Let's see who comes down with it, as Thomas gets a good head on it. She has just been playing phenomenally, folks. This first half is done by anything. It's Maya Thomas's play. She's going to let Vaughn take this one. Vaughn's going to take the kick and send it right to midfield. And that's going to bounce to Vaughn, and she's going to throw. That one's going to go past Chevette, but Prue has a shot at it, and she's going to send it up, and could get another opportunity here for Goffstown. Crossed, but no one was there other than the Alvirne goalie. So good opportunity there by Goffstown, just not able to get a goal off of it. This one's going to be kicked down by the Alvirne goalie, and the defense is going to have to recover back here. Sent up and sent out by Boucher. Maya's playing great defense here for Goffstown, and that one's going to be sent out by Boucher. Ow, that one hit hard off the face of Boucher, and she's playing through it there. This one's going to go to Alvirne defender. He's going to pick that one back up. One's going to get sent to the corner, and Thomas is going to get her head on it. Wow, I can't say enough about Maya Thomas's game here today. This one's going to be sent out, and that's going to be a corner for Alvirne. I can't say enough about how well of a game Maya Thomas is playing here. Her speed has been killing them on the offensive side, just killing the plays before they even start for Alvirne. Sent in to the top of the box. Definitely not where Alvirne would have picked it to be placed, and Vaughn's going to get an easy save here. Vaughn's going to look around and take a high kick here. Sun's coming back out once again. And this field's going to get a lot brighter. Keeper's going to come up for Alvirne. We've got just under 15 minutes here left to go in the first half. So we're tied up 1-1. Goffstown at home and Alvirne away. Goffstown is in their maroon, and Alvirne is in the white, if you are just now joining us. Maya Thomas comes out of nowhere. What a play. And she's going to beat her down the sideline and see if she can make a move to get around, but it looks like she's going to... Oh, the ball's going to go down into the forest. But, again, I just can't say enough about how good Maya Thomas has been playing. She came all the way back from the defensive line, and she makes a play on offense. Toss in here. Whistle was not blown, however, so Alvirne's going to have to throw this one again. It's going to be called a fault, so if she gets it early again, that's going to be out off of Thomas, really. That's interesting there. And that one's going to be sent around, but and that one's going to be out off of Goffstown once again. So we're back in that blind spot. Can't say enough about it, apparently. It's going to be tossed in here. And Alvirne's going to take a shot, but that one's going to go far right. Vaughn's going to look the field over and choose where she wants to go, and she finds it. She sends a high punt right in the middle of the field, where Holly Chamberlain was waiting there, and she's going to end back up with it. One's going to go off, and Alexis Trematozzi is going to take that one. And Lizzie Chevette's going to come out. So you're going to see substitution in. Keep an eye on that there, just to see if you can get a free play off of that one. Can't. Locked up there by Alvirne. Good play defensively for them, as Alvirne's going to end up with it and send it back the other way. But Trematozzi is going to say otherwise, and it's sent back up the field. And it looks like Ashley Pinard has an opportunity for this one. Pinard takes it and sends it back into the middle field. And Holly Chamberlain sends a ball that's going to bounce a little bit. And Reese Perry isn't going to be able to catch up with it there, as the keeper is going to take the ball out for a punt for Alvirne. One's going to go far, right to midfield, rather. Back up to Trematozzi, who's going to make the play on the far side, and Perry is going to make a little play at it, but can't end up with it. Good cut by Erin Camerata there. She makes a great play on the ball, cuts it off, and stops the momentum. Pinard calling for a send up the side, and that one's going to get booted out by Alvirne's defenders there. Alvirne steps up and gets a good foot on that ball. And this one's going to be on the sideline for Thomas, and she cuts it back into the center of the field. Gets a good sent, gets it sent good, but not too far for Goffstown. So you're going to see Alvirne with the ball, and they're on the opposite side of the field. And a shot on goal stopped quickly by Erin Camerata. That one's going to go out, and Goffstown's going to get the throw in here. Throw in here to, not sure who that one's going to. The Sun is in and out today here, but Alvirne's going to end up with throw in. And it's sent in to the fan section here for Goffstown. Limited fan section, that is. And bleachers are far from packed, and as we see, the restrictions due to the pandemic. And Maya Thomas is going to get shoved off, and that one's going to go far corner for Alvirne. So we're going to see their second goal of the day.
goal scored by number 23, Marissa Tigliano.
See play start back up here, and that one's going to be sent back to Camerata, who's going to get to the outside, and Prue's going to get that one and send it up the sideline here, and it's unfortunately not going to go up the sideline rather than cross it, so it's going to be out of bounds and an Alvirne throw-in. Just about half a minute under 10 here to go. Step through, good play here for Goffstown as it's fought with between the defender and Perry. It's back past midfield for Alvirne. Vaughn steps up again. This is a risky play. That one's going to be sent over the goal. So Vaughn, I think, needs to stop playing so risky and stay back in the goal. I think she needs to get a little more confidence within her defensive line there. And that's what both of Alvirne's goals have come up off of, is her stepping up just a little too much. And the header here from Maddie Prue. And that one's going to be cut off short by Maya Thomas, but she's going to end up sending it out of bounds, and this one's going to be an Alvirne throw-in. Maya Thomas is going to go up, and that one looked like there was not going for the ball. They're going to call that one a corner. Not sure about that one. If we could see a replay, I'd love to. We're going to see the corner from the wonderful GTV blind spot. I think we should brand this blind spot here. See if somebody wants to pay for it. So every time it gets mentioned, they get a little name drop. One's going to go far side from the goal and sent back in. One's going to be far left. I know coordinator Adam McCune is at least listening to this one, so I think we need to get on that. See if we'd be able to brand this blind spot, so every time we can name drop a company and a great advertisement. Or an even better idea here, sent directly from coordinator himself. Like this post on Facebook or Instagram, so that post creates that wonderful blind spot along with the actual building itself. So we're gonna drop it in here. So don't forget to follow Goffstown TV on social media along with GTV Sports on Instagram and Facebook. Reese makes a run at the ball, and Perry's not going to end up with that. Alvirne sends it up the field with Maddie Prue on her back, and Thomas is going to try and turn this one up and sends it out. So we're going to see this blind spot again, and we're going to shrine you once again to follow Goffstown TV on social media. It's going to be a quite often occurrence if we do that. She's a good opportunity from the center of the field, and that one's going to be not even in the 9-yard box. 6-yard box, rather. Ava's going to take this one from the goalie position, and good ball. Looked like it was meant for Mia Carlson there, who's not going to end up with it, but Pinard makes a good play, and Thomas sends a ball deep for Reese Perry. See if she can end up with this one here as it's sent over her head, and Ashley Pinard is going to fight for that one there and sent up the field. And Thomas is going to send that one out off the roof of our building over here. This is looked like her foot was inbounds there for Alvirne. This is get an opportunity here, and Alvirne's not going to take it. Cuts it back. Great save there from Ava. Just going to make the diving save with just about 5 minutes left to play in this first half. The visiting Alvirne girls soccer team is up 2-1 against Goffstown here, as a header from Ashley Pennard goes onto the foot of Caroline Foreman. And that one's not going to get around there, and Pennard makes a good play the center of the field, and Carlson's fighting for this one here. And Vaughn's just going to make the easy save here. Vaughn with the high punt. Where are they going? They're going to call that one Goffstown for the throw-in here. So we'll see a throw-in from Goffstown. Oh, they're going to call it a free kick, rather. Right at the midfield line. And Maddie Prue is going to take this one here for Goffstown. She sets it up just about a yard further. So let's see how she can get, let's see what type of foot she can get on this one. Good kick, and the header backwards for Goffstown, but scooped up there by Alvirne's goalie. This one's going to go right to midfield, and it's going to skip a little bit right back into the defense for Goffstown. Vaughn's going to let that one roll right into her hands, and she's going to take the punt as we're going to go back and forth here between goalies. Bernard settles that one to Foreman. And Bernard's playing good defense on number 3 there for Alvirne. And sent up here for Goffstown, and Perry's not going to be there. Again, we're only playing, right now, it looks like there was only one striker in the area for Goffstown, so see it even back out, and that one's going to be a throw in for Goffstown. So see Cartier come back into the game here for Goffstown with about 2.5 minutes left. This one went under the bleachers, so Maddie Prue went to retrieve that one. Throw in here for Goffstown, and that one's going to be sent towards the box, but no one's going to settle it for Goffstown. And Perry tries to make a run at it, but can't get it there, and sent back to the defense, and sent back to the offense for Alvirne. And Maya Thomas sends it right back, and we're playing, it looks like we're not playing soccer here, we're playing tennis or ping pong here. It's been going back and forth between defenses all game. Cartier is going to make a move towards the outside, and she's going to get caught up. It's going to be off of Maya Thomas, and let's see if she can get back there. Again, Maya Thomas has been using her speed all game, and that one's going to be a shot on goal, but it's going to be saved by Ava Vaughn. So we're down below 2 minutes here, so it's going to go to ref's time, but our clock says about 1:26 left here for Goffstown and Alvirne. See if Goffstown can get a late in the half lead, but if not, they're going to get first touch at halftime. After halftime, that one's going to go high, and Carlson's going to settle it, and Prue is going to take it to the sideline. And not going to get much there. Camerata stands steady with the offensive player, and Thomas sends it out of the box. Thomas with a play on defense again. Shot on goal, stopped by Vaughn. About a half a minute left here on our clock. So we'll see if anyone can come out with one extra point here at the end of the half. And it's going to get caught between Reese Perry and the defender. And Reese Perry has a shot at this, but the defender makes a good play back onto the ball. Reese Perry hands this one off to Adriana Cartier, who's going to send that one out of the Alvirne defender. So there's about 10 seconds left here. And Cartier's going to hold it just a little bit long. And Perry's going to try and get it. And once it's gotten out here, Thomas makes a play. She's still going with it, so... Oh, she gets thrown at the end there. And Maya Thomas is down, so that would be a shame if we see probably the best performance here. Thankfully, she's back up, but she's holding her stomach. So we'll hope for the best here, and we're going to go to halftime. We'll see you after about a 10-minute break. So Alvirne up here as the away team, 2-1 at half. So we hope to see you back after our 10-minute break here, and thank you.
At the half, the Alvirne.
Welcome back, folks. We are here in Goffstown as the Alvirne Broncos are up 2-1, coming into the second half here. Good game, actually quite even. Score doesn't show it, but quite evenly matched here for both teams. It's just, again, going back to something I said quite often during the boys' game. It was just a matter of who can take advantage of the opportunities. It's been back and forth, lots of kicks between the defenses here for Alvirne and Goffstown, as we're going to see both of the starting lineups for either team are going to be the same coming out of half, I believe. Maybe a couple differences here for Goffstown, but I guess see both teams huddle up right around midfield as Goffstown's going to get the first touch. Alvirne breaks the huddle as well as Goffstown, and we're going to see play start back up as Megan Sharon's going to take the first touch here. Both goalies are ready, and we're ready to start play here for the second half. And here we go. So Prue's going to get the first touch here as she's going to send that back to Camerata. No one's really coming at Camerata as she's going to get met once she takes a couple steps up, but Alvirne already with a quick opportunity on the offensive side of their field. So as we switch sides here, Goffstown's going to send that one out, and that's going to be a corner for Alvirne already. So again, I said it coming out of halftime, this is a good opportunity here for Alvirne to capitalize off of. As I believe, no, they haven't scored off of a corner yet, but they have scored off of opportunities with Vaughn coming out of goal. So, got to see how Goffstown responds defensively here for this corner. So, just a little over 45 seconds in, we're going to see the first corner as Alvirne sends a short one there and a header into the box, and that one's going to go out. So, not capitalizing off of that opportunity there for Alvirne, but you're going to see Vaughn take the kick here from the goalie position and see where she goes with it. Vaughn's going to go short of midfield, and Prue's going to end up with it. Prue sends one up there for Sharon, and that's going to be met with the foot of an Alvirne defender. So Thomas makes a play on the opposite side of the field. Now one's going to go out of bounds. Throw in here for Alvirne. Quick coming off. And that one's going to end up back with Alvirne after a play made by Maya Thomas, who had a stellar first half, and looks like she's only going to do the same here in the second. So out of bounds off of her foot, and we're going to see throw in again by Alvirne. So been out of Goffstown quite a few times already here for the second half, and throw into the box here for Alvirne, and sent out by Thomas, who I keep saying it, I can't say enough good about Maya Thomas. She's been playing a heck of a game here for Goffstown, as she's going to end up with her foot on the ball again. Nothing really happens there for that one, but it's going to be sent for Alvirne and see if Camerata can make a play defensively, and she does. Sends it back out to Maya Thomas. Up to the midfielders and up to midfield here for Lizzie Chevette. So Chevette is going to have an opportunity here, and she's going to send it deep and try and send herself that one, and send off of her shin, and Alvirne's going to end up with the ball here. So Alvirne trying to reverse this one back down, and Alexis Trautosi sends that one out of bounds and into the forest. So we're going to get a throw in here for Alvirne, and that one is to number 3. Prue's going to end up with it, though, and Alvirne's going to keep it on the offensive side. Maya Thomas ends up with it. And that's a great play for the outside, to the outside. Cartier's going to end up with it after a good defensive play. And Carlson sends it back to Cartier, but looks like Alvar's going to end up with it. And back on the foot of Cartier again as she gets leveled there. Cartier got hit hard there. It looks like there's a little bit of back and forth between Cartier and that Alvirne captain, number 14. Ava Vaughn is going to take this free kick here, and she's going to get a good foot on it just past midfield. And see if Goffstown can do anything with this ball here. Good pass up for Alvirne here, and it looks like Erin Camerata is going to cut that ball off short. So she sends it back up, and that one's going to go out. Right in the blind spot, and we're going to remind you once more, just follow Goffstown TV and GTV Sports on Instagram and Facebook, and be updated for all events and sporting events as well. So we're going to see a play here. Sent up the sideline, and Prue makes a good defensive play, but she's not going to get to it as Trepetosi sends that one down, and it looks like there's an opportunity here from the corner for Goffstown, and she's going to get hit. They're going to give him a free kick right in the corner, once again right in our blind spot. It just keeps ending up there. I don't know if it's on purpose, but we're going to see a free kick here from Chevette, who's right in that blind spot. Let's see if I can lean the camera out and get a better shot of it. And the speaker's going to block it. Of course, folks. Kick in here. Sent. Oh, good save by the Alvirne goalie. That was jostled around just a little bit there. Right around the goal. And Alvirne's goalie's going to lay out and get that one there. So she's going to take the punt here and gets a good foot on it. Sends it right to the midfield stripe. And Cartier's going to make a good play on it, too. Sent back and forth here a couple times for Goffstown and Alvirne as a header brings that one down to the ground, but Alvirne ends up with it here. Sent up for an offensive opportunity for Alvirne, and that one's not going to happen as Camerata looks to clear it, and she does to Chevette, who makes a good play around the defender there. She's going to race up, and that one's going to stay in bounds. Good play by Alvirne to keep that one in bounds, and sent it up the line, and they're going to try and cut it back in, and to no avail. Still going to end up in the feet of Alvirne rather than the hands of Alvirne. Sent to the middle, and Thomas is going to make a play, but that's going to pull Ava Vaughn out of goal, and this is going to give Alvirne not an opportunity as the defense resets and Vaughn gets back in goal. Good play there by Vaughn to pull that one in. So she's gonna send up, and Maya Thomas isn't going to communicate there, and takes out Ava Vaughn for about a second there, and good play though as she resets and gets back in goal and doesn't allow an Alvirne goal. So this one down, Megan Sharon there, and this one's picked up by Goffstown, fought with for a little bit, back and forth, and Sun just keeps going in and out of the game here. So Lizzie Chevette is going to match with that, and Trematosi gets run around there by the Alvirne defender, but Erin Camerata makes a great play to make up for it as she sends that one up the field here. And that one's sent out of bounds by Alvirne. So it looks like Goffstown's going to take the throw in here. Down the sideline, Alvirne's going to get a shin pad on that before Goffstown can. This one's sent. Good opportunity here. Ava Vaughn comes way out of goal, and this has got to be a free opportunity. Yeah, so all three now, all three of the goals for Alvirne have come off of these opportunities for them where Ava Vaughn steps way up in the box for the goalie. So she needs to take time, settle it down, have some faith in her defense, and just take a breath. Let the defense do their job, and then so it was scored by number 8, Paige DeGio, there for Alvirne. So Trematosi's going to get this ball and send it back up to midfield. Who's going to be there? That's going to be Cartier, who slips and falls. And it's going to be sent out off of her foot. So good throw in there from Alvirne, and it's going to be fought for on the sideline, and it looks like it's going to be another Alvirne throw-in, so they're going to see if they can get the same result. And they do not, as Maya Thomas sends it back into the center of the field. Maya Thomas sends a great ball down. Got one Goffstown striker there, and see if she can make a play. Send it to Sharon, which she does, but a Alvirne defender is going to jump that one before Sharon can get to it. And sent, and out of bounds for Goffstown there. So we got a little bit over 30 minutes, 2 minutes and 22 seconds to be exact. I don't know why the clock is stopped. Both of the clocks have been stopped here. Gonna see if we can get the attention here of Goffstown scorekeeper. Dalzell. Clock stopped. It's a little bit of error there on both scorekeepers' parts here for Goffstown and for GTV, as real time is going to be not sure, but now it's going to come down towards the end of the game to whatever the ref has on their wrist. So down in the offensive side here for Alvirne, it's going to be out and back to Goffstown's possession. So we'll reset here. I'm going to go back into the center of the field. Maddie Prue sends a good ball up into the center of the offensive side, and Cartier is going to send a low pass to Sharon, who's tangled up with an Alvirne defender there. And that goes off of Maya Thomas's shoulder, but they're not going to call that one for a handball. And easy save here for Alvirne's goalie, who is... She's got a teammate wide open over here, but she's going to send the boot towards the center of the field. And Goffstown's going to get a short kick out of that, but it's going to still end up in Goffstown's hands. Cartier sends it cross field towards the center. But it's right back and forth here for Goffstown and Alvirne on these passes. I'm going to call that a free kick, as they're going to say Alvirne was not going for the ball, but for more of a contact between bodies there. If you're watching and hoping for an update on the girls' JV game, it is 1-1 with about 27 minutes left in the second half, tied up between Alvirne and Goffstown's JV team. That is girls soccer, of course. So we're going to see a free kick here from Goffstown. I couldn't hear if this one's on goal, but looks like Alvirne is setting up a wall. So I believe this one's going to be an on-goal shot for Goffstown, as that's exactly what Lizzie Chevette's going to do, and to no avail. So Alvirne's goalie here is going to send a punt, a little lower than normal, towards the center of the field, and back and forth. And right into Maya Thomas, who's going to get that one to ricochet. And they're going to call that a handball for Maya Thomas there. Again, that looks like the first error there for Maya today. She's been playing a wonderful game so far. So we're going to see a free kick on goal here for Alvirne. See if she can get the power on this. And looked like Alvirne tried to chip that one in. Didn't take the on goal there. We're going to see some substitutions here. Ashley Pinard is going to come in along with Reese Perry. Ava Vaughn is going to take this kick from the goalie position. So sends that to Lizzie Chevette, and that one's out of bounds. Going to give this one to Goffstown as a throw-in down to Reese Perry. Reese Perry fights for that one along with Lizzie Chevette, and Chevette's going to send this one up to Perry. And it looks like Pinard's going to end up with it, rather. And crosses the field, but that one's going to end up out of bounds. And Alvirne's goalie is going to end up with a kick. So we're back and forth, offense and defense here for Alvirne and Goffstown, but Alvirne has capitalized off these opportunities more, and they are up by 2 goals here. So goalie's actually not going to take it here for Alvirne. That was going to be short off the shin, the side of the shin there for Alvirne, and sent up as 7 gets some great speed around the corner there. And Lizzie sends a ball to Tramatozzi, who's going to get a ball to Reese, who's Reese Perry on the breakaway here. See if she can cross to Maddie Prue, who's going to get a shot, and it's off of a defender's leg, but Cartier is going to get a chance and sent back out. It's a great defensive play here from Alvirne to slow down what almost was a perfect attempt at goal. Maddie Prue settles that ball and sends it over to Pinard, who gets it taken away by Alvirne defender, who sends it out of bounds. So, see Boucher coming in for Maddie Prue. You see a throw in by Trapatozzi here. And Lizzie Chevette heads that one, gives a header to that one out of bounds, and throw in here for Alvirne, and Chevette's going to try and cut that one off, but she does end up cutting it off and getting the ball for Goffstown, as this one's going to go over Goffstown's head and sent way upfield, but Thomas is going to try and cut that one off. She does not get it there. She does match the speed of the player there, and the Alvirne player there, and Alvirne's going to get it and keep making moves as Thomas sends that one out of bounds. Thomas, I keep saying it. Thomas is having an incredible game, and if she plays like this throughout the season, she could be one of Goffstown's best players, if not the best player for Goffstown. So, see, it's sent out of bounds there. Alvirne's going to get this one. She's going to take that off the head there. It looked like a dangerous kick there from Alvirne, but they're not going to call it. One's going to stay on the ground and sent out by Tremtozzi, and Carlson's going to try and cover this one in the middle of the field. Doesn't jump that in time. And one more pass, and it looks like Alvirne could have a good attempt on goal. And that one's going to be taken away by Cartier, who's going to get a good ball up to Pinard, who needs to get a pass off there. Does not. She's running with the Alvirne player, and she steps back up to her striker position. So good play quickly there by Pinard. And Vaughn with the easy save there for her. So she stays back there. She doesn't play so far up. She gets an easy save. So I think if she settles down and Goffstown capitalizes off these opportunities as we see a high kick, we could come away with this even though we're down 2 goals. Low kick for Alvirne there, and that one's going to roll a little bit. Trematosi's going to get a great feed from Chevette, who she sends it up, and she is someone. And they're going to hand that one off to Alvirne. Cartier almost makes a good play defensively, so almost an offsides call there for Alvirne as Vaughn's going to step up and get the pick up the ball. Pinard's going to play this one. Could settle. Passes it off to Cartier, who's going to send it up to Chevette, who gets cut off by number 7 there for Alvirne. Is going to be bouncing there for Alvirne's goalie, and she's going to pull it in. So Reese Perry almost had that off the bounce there, but it doesn't happen. Alvirne's going to get a kick short to Chevette, who's going to hand it off to Reese Perry, rather. And Perry's going to see if she can get that other side, and Chevette goes down to the knee. She still plays that ball quite well. She looks like she got pushed down to her knee there, and she still plays quite well on that ball. So Cartier and Carlson are going to come out here as we're going to see some new faces here for Goffstown, at least in this half, as I believe Foreman came in. I have to survey the field. Maddie Prue is back in. That's a good play into the center of the center of the box as it's juggled a little bit there by the Alvirne goalie, but she comes up with it nevertheless, and she's going to sit with the ball for a little bit and decide where to go with it, and there she goes. So we're going to see what happens here. Is it's still getting brighter here. Sun's going down, but it's getting brighter, so Alvirne is going to take this kick here from just past midfield for them. About 22 minutes remaining for this game. This ball's going to go high. And Maya Thomas gets it on the outside and off the Alvirne defender. That was a great play by Thomas. I've said that quite often, and I'm going to keep saying it tonight, I think, as she's going to take the throw in here. See, there was a little miscommunication there as Holly Chamberlain is going to pull to the outside mid position. And Caroline Foreman's going to step up into the center of the field a little bit more. That throw in rather is cut off by Alvirne, and it's going to stay Goffstown's possession. Maddie Prue gets the ball there, and she sends it for Holly Chamberlain. Reese Perry's going to get it instead. And Reese has an opportunity there to cut into the center of the field, and that one's going to be sent out. See if they call this one a corner. They're going to say that stayed, and that went off of Goffstown there. So it's going to be taken here for Alvirne. This is going to be sent up the sideline by Alvirne. And Alvirne has an opportunity out that sideline. And let's see where they go with it. And that one's going to be tripped up on the ball there, Alvirne. And Camerata is going to let Vaughn take that one. Just going to pick it up and walk back to the top of the box where she's most likely going to take one here. Which she does. See a pass outside there to Chamberlain from Boucher, who's going to try and make a move up the sideline. Cut off by Foreman, and Camerata's going to take a kick all by herself, and Chamberlain back out to Foreman. And Perry back up to Holly Chamberlain, who's not going to be there in time, so... One's going to be on the sideline for Alvirne, and that one's sent up and quickly recovered by Camerata, who's going to come out of the defender position. Foreman steps up and gets pushed and falls, but they're not going to call that one. Deep ball here, and Vaughn's going to step up and just boot that one, and it was a good kick. She's got a good foot on that one. It's going to be sent out by Alvirne, but Goffstown's still going to retain possession. Maddie Prue loses the ball there towards the middle of the field there, and it goes out of bounds way down there. Looks like we're going to see some more players come in and out for Alvirne and Goffstown. See the throw in for Goffstown here. Quickly settled by Prue, and she's going to let Maya Thomas take this one up. Passes off to Holly Chamberlain, and Thomas is going to make a fake. And Chamberlain's going to send this one up to 24. I don't have my roster on me, so I apologize for making any mistakes, as this one's going to be sent out, and that's going to be a corner, I believe, for Goffstown. I believe that's going to be a corner just based off of how everyone is lining up. No, it's going to be a throw-in, rather. And Sharon's going to get that off of her foot, and Foreman is going to make a run with Alvirne defender, and Maddie Prue sends a skipping ball into the goalie's chest. No goal there for Goffstown, as we see about 17 minutes left in the game. Low kick there for Alvirne's goalie. Cuts back into the middle of the field. That was a good play by Alvirne's captain there. This one's going to be between two Goffstown players and sent up, but cut off by an Alvirne player. And that one's going to be sent out by Alvirne on the far side of the field. You see the throw in here after we see the subs come out. And Foreman gives a high pass up to, I can't see who that is on the opposite side of the field there. But they get thrown down to the ground. That's Maya Thomas. They've kind of been bullying Maya Thomas with her size there, and they need to get a free kick for that one. This one's going to be on goal for Goffstown, so let's see if they can capitalize off of this one as well. So Maddie Prue's going to see if she can get her best foot on this ball, and here we go. Prue sends a nice shot in there, but it's recovered by the Alvirne Broncos goalie. See about 15 minutes left on the clock, and that may or may not be correct. We're not sure here, as neither of the timekeepers kept the correct time. So we'll see how that comes down in the final 5 minutes, if we do see the correct time or if it's going to be over quicker than we were expecting. However, Alvirne is up 3-1 in the varsity game, and both teams are tied in the JV game, as Ava Vaughn smacks that one out of bounds, and it's going to be a corner for Alvirne. So JV game, if you're tuning in and looking for the action going on in JV, it's 1-1 tied still for the JV game. 11:50 left in that game, so we'll see a final, if it's not going to overtime there. Going on in this game right now, we've got 3-1 Alvirne, as they're taking a corner kick and not going to get a solid foot off that on the first touch, but jostling around there and turned outside. Sent in, but looks like Caroline Foreman's going to get her head on that one, so maybe inadvertently there, the header from Foreman, but still stops a shot on goal, and that one's going to sting for a little bit. So Ava Vaughn's going to take the kick from the goalie position. She takes a punt, and that one's going to bounce over Goffstown's head and sent into the center, but it looks like Maddie Prue's going to come up with that one rather than an Alvirne player there. And this one's going to be an Alvirne throw-in. Chamberlain's going to defend this close sideline, which is where it's going to go. It's cut back in, and it's a good play by Alvirne there to try and free up one of the players. Sent up the side there, as it's going to roll out of bounds, and Ava Vaughn's going to get this kick. Mia Carlson's going to come in for Caroline Foreman, so going to see a substitution for Goffstown. No one coming in and out for Alvirne. Folks, I'd just like to remind you that I'm doing this by myself tonight, so if you are interested in running the camera, commentating any game, or keeping the scoreboard for GTV, I'd like you to take your opportunity and contact GTV coordinator Adam McCune. You can do that by emailing him, calling his office, or even DMing our Instagram or Facebook pages. We are readily available and looking for volunteers. Any experience is welcome, and we'd love for you to come in and work with our awesome team. So please, if you are ready and able to volunteer, you want to see a classmate, a teammate, a son, a daughter, you want to see their games broadcasted even better than they already are, we'd highly encourage you to come and volunteer for Goffstown TV. So we're going to see a shot on goal here from Alvirne, but a good save by Ava Vaughn. She's going to get off the ground there and pull it in. Vaughn has played a relatively good game, but she's just stepped up too many times, and that's bitten Goffstown where it hurts. So I'm going to turn that one towards the center of the field, and Boucher is going to step up and send that one far with her thigh. So Alvirne's still going to end up with possession. Maya Thomas, rather, is going to end up with the possession there for Goffstown, who sends it down to Holly Chamberlain, who's going to try and make a play here. See what she can do. Send the ball far. And 24 is there for Goffstown, so I'll check the roster here in just a second once after Alvirne gets the throw from the goalie there. And Alvirne's going to get a clear shot here. And Ava steps up the goal, and that should be a call. Yeah, that should be a call. Ava had the ball clearly in her hands, and the player just played the ball. Bouncing ball into midfield, and Maya Thomas makes a good play up towards middle of the field, and she's going to keep going. She's going to use that speed that we've seen all day here. Holly Chamberlain's going to try and get this ball that was defended by Alvirne, however. Back to Holly Chamberlain from Maddie Prue, who's going to get set up nice. She's going to take a shot on goal, but that one's going to go off Alvirne. Goalie, she's not going to get it. So 24, I apologize, this is Catherine Levesque. She had a couple opportunities, and I wasn't able to quite get to the roster in time. So Catherine, great game so far today. So I believe Catherine is a freshman, as Maya Thomas makes a great play on that ball, and it's going to be back into the middle of the field for Mia Carlson. And Mia's going to try and make a play, but it goes off the back of Maya Thomas, and this one's going to be sent. Shot on goal. Ava gets a hand on it, but can't finish that play. So we're going to see a goal once again from Alvirne. So that one was just a matter of she was in position, and everyone was in position. It just skipped off of her hand, and she couldn't turn back the other way in time. So you'll see Chevette, Cartier, and Perry come back in for Goffstown. So we're going to see Alvirne go up 4-1, the same score as the boys' game yesterday. Goffstown, it's going to be 4-2. 4-2 was the score of the boys' game, and it was not yesterday. I believe it was 2 days ago. I should know. I covered the game, so. Chevette's going to see if she can get a play off the sideline, and she's going to keep that in bounds, and she's going to keep going as a lead pass there for Levesque, and that one's going to be sent off her shin, and that's going to be a kick from the goalie there. Seen a kick from the goalie a couple times here, quite often in this game for either side, as it's sent out quite often. So that's going to be there early for Goffstown, but send that one upfield for Alvirne. That one's going to be sent outside and recovered by Alvirne, who's going to get in the middle of the field. Good shot on goal, but it's going to be saved by Ava Vaughn. Not the best game for Ava, but she has made some pretty good saves, and it's going to be hauled down by Reese Perry and sent back upfield by Maddie Prue, as we're going to see the sun interrupt the video footage for a little bit. It's getting quite bright for being so late in the day. Pass in to Reese Perry, back out to Maya Thomas, and Maya Thomas is, yeah, she just keeps getting pushed around. Maya Thomas, not the largest player out there, so looks like Alvirne's trying to get advantage size-wise there, even though Maya has been burning them on the defensive side. So we're going to see the free kick here taken by Maddie Prue, which is a little difficult to see as the sun's shining right there. Good ball into the box, and that one's going to be sent out off the head of an Alvirne defender. So let's see a race back up the sideline here for Alvirne as she cuts it back inside. Great move by Alvirne, and even better ball sent right on the foot of her teammate. But Maya Thomas comes up once again for the defensive play for Goffstown. Levesque is going to get that one, and she lets Chevette take that one back, and back to Levesque, and Levesque sees if she can make she's going to see if she can make a play. It's going to go out of bounds, however. Looks like we're going to see a Alvirne player come out. I don't know if that's injury related, but they did make the sign that it was not meant to be an original sub, so Goffstown was asked if they wanted a sub in return, but they declined. It's going to be captain there for Alvirne, so not a great loss, as this one's going to be dropped. And Chevette's going to get a good foot on this one, and Perry's going to see if she can make a play towards the center of the box, and she can't, but Levesque's going to recover. And Carlson takes a shot, but that one's going to arc down right into the hands of the goalie there. We're going to see this one wind down here as Alvirne's goalie is going to take a kick, and right to the middle of the field. Boucher is going to respond nicely there for Goffstown. That's going to be a call on defender there for Alvirne as Cartier ends up rolling on the ground. So Maddie Prue is going to take this one. And that one's going to be nowhere near any player for either side, so it's just going to bounce out of bounds. You'll see another kick from Alvirne here from the goalie position. Goalie's not going to take this one, however. Number 4 is, and we're going to see Ashley Pinard come in. Hearing some cheering over from the opposite side of the bleachers. I'm going to guess we have an update for the JV game. This one's going to be sent in the center of the field, but it's going to be out. So once the scoreboard gets updated for the JV game, I'll update you, viewers watching live at home. Haven't seen any update on that far scoreboard yet. Let's see the kick here for Goffstown as the clock winds down to 5 minutes, and it's going to be refs time here, so maybe we'll see this game end in 5 minutes, maybe we won't, just because of error due to the timekeeper here, as that's a great ball sent by Maddie Prue. However, Alvirne is going to get possession here. It was a beautiful ball sent by Maddie Prue, hung over the sideline as, Alvirne, number 14, is going to take a bad fall over the ball, but she gets up and trots away. See the throw in here for Alvirne, and good pass, but that one's going to end up out of bounds, so it's going to be throw in for Goffstown, rather. And that one's going to be stepped up on by Alvirne, but Goffstown's going to send the ball towards the center of the box, and Alvirne sends that one right back out. Folks, I'd just like to remind you again that we are looking for volunteers anytime you can get here. So if you want to see whoever you see on the field, your teammate, your classmate, your son, your daughter, your nephew, your niece, whoever you want to support, it would be a great help to everyone in the community and your athlete if you could get out here, you could run a camera, you could talk on the mic here like I'm doing, you could run the camera like I'm doing, or you could run the iPad which runs the virtual scoreboard over the game like I'm doing. So again, we just ask that if you are able to, we would love to see you guys out here and volunteering for Goffstown TV. It's a great opportunity. I actually did it a couple years ago. It was an incredible opportunity for me. This was going to be a header out for Camerata. And it's still going to end up on this side of the field, but Goffstown's going to try and get it out. Let's see if Pinard can do just that. As she's going to cross past midfield and see who they call it off of, and that's going to be maroon ball there. Lizzie is not going to take that. Good cut into the middle of the field by Prue, and an even better pass to Pinard, who's going to send it up to Chevette and see if Chevette can make a play. And she's going to get like body blocked there almost. Almost like a pick was set on her there by the defense, but got about... I believe the ref just called something out, but I'm not sure what it was, as this one's going to get sent back and sent off. Another throw in here for Goffstown. Looks like this one's going to wind to a close here as Goffstown's going to keep possession, and Pinard sends it up, and high ball. So you can come down with this one. Cartier's going to get a leg on it, but Alvirne's going to end up with it for possession as Maya Thomas, again, turns on the burners and gets there, and Cartier's going to get there as well before it can go out of bounds and turn that back infield. So Pinard's going to step up, but Alvirne's going to get a foot on that before she can, and they're going to call that one down on Boucher. So they're going to get a free kick. This is most likely going to be on goal. I believe it's on goal. Oh, that's going to be the end of the game, rather. So, again, our clock was just a little bit off, and we're going to see the end of the game. The final is going to be 4-1. Alvirne wins this game 4-1. They come in as the visitors, and they're going to take the victory here over Goffstown. So, this is the final 4-1. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. This is Broden McCune with Goffstown TV. I'd like to urge you one more time. Going to be a little bit annoying about this, but we need every opportunity we can get to volunteer. So if you're watching this game and you're able to, we'd love to see you down in Goffstown up in this booth volunteering. So I'm signing off for the night. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting your girls' soccer team. I'm Broden McCune. Thank you.